For model year 2019, the Ram 1500 is better than ever. It brings more innovation, technology, and refinement to the full-size pickup segment. But what about fuel efficiency? Well, the engineers in Auburn Hills have not forgotten about that point either. They have relentlessly tweaked and tuned this truck to cut consumption in any way they could. For starters, this rig's two available gasoline engines, a 3.6-liter V6 and a 5.7-liter Hemi, have been updated in multiple ways for more economical operation. Transmission efficiency is also enhanced by reducing both parasitic losses and weight. Speaking of bulk, overall the truck has shed up to 225 pounds thanks to a new high-strength steel frame and more aluminum components. Of course, aerodynamic performance has been dramatically improved as well, but even combined, these enhancements aren't necessarily the biggest news. And that's because there are now mild hybrid versions of this truck. FCA's new eTorque system is available on both gasoline engines, and it improves capability, performance, and of course, fuel economy. Now, we've already posted a full review of the 2019 Ram 1500, which I invite you to check out, but in this video, I'm focusing pretty much exclusively on those new eTorque powertrains and how well they perform. But first, an overview. What exactly does eTorque do and why should you care? Well, it delivers a host of benefits without adding a lot of cost or complexity. It boosts torque output in certain driving situations, provides regenerative braking capability, delivers seamless engine stop-start functionality to save fuel when the truck isn't moving, and it even provides a bit of torque fill through the driveline during gear changes to reduce NVH. This system is comprised of three major components, including this. It's a belt-driven motor generator that replaces a traditional alternator. Now, on Hemi V8 engines, as you can see, it mounts right up top here and is actually air-cooled, but if you go with a Pentastar V6, they bolt to the front of the engine and are liquid-cooled. Storing and releasing electrons as needed is a 48-volt battery that's mounted to the back wall of the truck's cab so it doesn't take up any interior space. This air-cooled pack features nickel manganese cobalt graphite chemistry and is only about the size of a briefcase. There's also a DC to DC converter that allows the 48-volt system to power the truck's other electrical components, which still run on the usual 12-volt architecture. A traditional lead-acid battery is also part of the mix, powering vehicle functions like the door locks and infotainment system, and they've retained this legacy technology for an important reason. Supposedly, it's better for cold starts because lead-acid batteries are more efficient in extreme temperatures. But what you should really care about is performance, because this is a pickup truck. It's designed to tow and haul. And right now I'm driving a Laramie trim quad cab 4x2 model with the optional Hemi V8 engine, which on its own delivers 395 horsepower and 410 pound-feet of torque. Now, if you don't need that much giddy-up, there's always a base 3.6-liter Pentastar V6 that on its own is good for 305 horses and 269 pound-feet. But when you throw eTorque into the mix, that is when things get really interesting, because it adds up to 90 pound-feet of torque to the base V6 engine, up to 130 with the 5.7-liter Hemi, giving this truck serious off-the-line scoot. In spite of the significant performance increase, fuel economy is not hurt at all. As this truck sits, it should sticker at 17 miles per gallon in city driving, 23 on the highway, and 19 mpg combined. That's actually an improvement of 2 mpg in both the city and combined driving cycles, which is pretty damn impressive. But if you're interested in the V6 powered model, well, those have not been rated by the EPA just yet. Now, eTorque will be offered as an option on Hemi-powered versions of the 2019 Ram 1500, but within the next couple of months, all V6-powered models will feature eTorque as standard. eTorque is doing a lot of different things in the background, but as a driver, I think what you're going to notice most is the torque fill from a get-go. When you nail the accelerator, This thing moves with absolute authority, and we are squealing the tires here. There's just so much twist available right from a standstill. It'd be ideal for towing a heavy trailer, really. Another benefit of this technology is stop-start, which of course kills the combustion engine when the truck is not moving to save you a lot of fuel. And Ram engineers have done a ton of work to make this one of the smoothest on the market today. In fact, it is so quick and responsive, the engine is up and running even before your foot is all the way off the brake pedal. Now, in addition to increasing performance and efficiency, eTorque also improves refinement, and it does something very interesting. During gear changes, it can use regenerative braking for a split second to actually slow the engine down, bring the revs down a little bit, so that when the transmission engages the next gear, it's a lot smoother. Ditto for downshifts, it can spin the engine up a little bit to help make those transitions smoother as well. Very clever stuff. Now, I've been driving this Hemi-powered truck for most of the day, but I did do a quick drive loop in a Pentastar version as well, and I've got to say it's very much the same story. It gives you a nice boost in low RPM performance, plus gives you all of the other benefits that eTorque offers. Hemi-powered Rams with the eTorque system should be available at dealerships right now, but keep in mind there is a $1,195 upcharge for that V8 engine, and then you've got to pay an additional $1,450 to get the eTorque system. But really, that's a small price to pay for the myriad benefits this technology offers. The drivetrain is absolutely dynamite. And as I mentioned earlier, 6-cylinder models with the eTorque system should be available within the next couple months. Things sure are heating up in the full-size pickup segment these days. You know, if you like my review of the 2019 Ram 1500 here, make sure you check out the piece I did on Chevrolet's equally new Silverado. It is definitely worth a watch if you're shopping for a new pickup.